And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a kids game called Around the Farm Game. Now this is a cooperative game. It says here, play and learn system. It's a game for very young children about getting baby animals back to their mothers. Let's take a look. Alright folks, so here's the board. At the beginning of the game, you're going to put the animals that don't belong in each section, 4 of them. So you'll put 4 pigs, 4 ducks, 4 lambs here. You're not going to put any horses here because this is where they belong. Each player is going to control one region of the board. If you're playing with less than 4 players, then one region can be controlled by everyone. On your turn, you're going to spin. That's how many times you can move animals. So here I can move 2. So let's say I'm this player. I can move a sheep into the barn. And I can even move them through the barn, and I'm supposed to make the noise, that's why I'm doing it. Now I can't move them any farther after that. Actually, I'm not sure why I would have done that. I would have just moved them into the barn, and then maybe I move a duck into the barn. Now, because I wouldn't put him through here, because he actually needs to go over to this section. So this player is going to be moving horses and coming to my section, but when an animal is in the barn, you're the only person who can move animals into your section. So only I can move a horse into here, and only I can move an animal out of here. Anybody can move an animal through the barn on their side, but the folks on this side can't touch the animal. So if the duck player, for example, over here, cannot pull the duck through the barn. I have to put the duck through the barn, and then they can move the duck into their area. Although honestly, I don't know why I would have done that, because I could have just crossed through here through the broken fence. It's more confusing, I guess, for the pig. I'd have to put the pig through the area, and then he'd put him over here. So these fences block me from just going across here. We got to go in the barn and then out. And then these you can go through. So the only problem, the hardest place to get to is the kitty corner to you. Players are going to win, as it will be when this is all over, finishing everything up. So you're going to spin this, you can move that many, you can split it between animals, you have to say the number 3, and then make the noises oink oink as you move each animal around. Once all the animals are back in the correct pens, you win the game. I'm not sure I like the artwork for this game, at least for kids. It's this kind of painted, weird artwork. I guess it's a certain style, and I haven't had any kids complain about it, but the backgrounds and stuff on here, I don't know, just it comes across as like this old wood-timey type thing, and that doesn't really appeal to kids. These are awful. This barn falls over all the time, and these fences too. I get what they were trying to do, but oh my goodness, this falls over a lot. And it's a spinner. Yay, it works fine. The components for this game though are okay. I guess it's kind of cool in a sense that the box of the game has a weird shape to it to make it look like a barn, but that is anytime you got a weird shape, it's a little harder to put on the shelves. Components for this game are meh. I see here in the box it says from the world of Eric Carle. So again, my not being a big fan of the artwork is just probably a personal thing. I'm sure lots of people love this work, okay? But I don't know. I can't really recommend this game. There's a gazillion kids games out there. And you can say, but this one's educational. Balderdash. Most kids games are educational. They're teaching kids things. I want kids to have some sort of choice, even if the choice is kind of predetermined. Here, the components, everything falling over is a real pain in the neck. And this game is kind of almost too complex and too simple at the same time. Obviously, the game is so simple, there's like no loss condition. You can only win in this game. Ooh, yay, we always win. But the victory condition is just get all the pieces to the opponent's thing. It's a very simple game. Move, you spin a die, move. But yet there's the rules about you can only move into the barn, you can only pull it if it's on your side. Again, these are not complex rules for someone, for adults, but for little kids, that's kind of a weird complexity. Not to mention putting things through the barn and a barn falling over. It just it's a little bit of a frustrating experience. And then when you compare it to the vast amount of other kids games that are out there, what is this one offering that the other ones don't? I'm guessing people who like this artwork. Okay, fine, so there's that. But other than that, there's no tension in the game because you're going to get all the animals home eventually. So it's kind of like just a spin thing. The spinning is, and moving the animals and making the noises, that gets kind of samey after a while. It's a bigger game, I mean, but it feels like a really small game, but it's a big box and stuff. Sorry, folks. Maybe some folks, maybe some kids. I mean, I don't think kids will hate this game if you play it with them, but I think the adults will by the time it's done. So I'd recommend getting another kids game. Dice Tower Judgment, there are better games for kids.